Good morning, Year 2. Today is Tuesday, the 2nd of March 2021, and today we're going to be starting a new book talk text that will take us over today's lesson and Thursday's lesson. Today we're going to be doing lots of predicting, lots of drama, lots of joining in, and lots of having fun. So for this task, I'd like you to start by looking at the front cover of the book and predicting what might happen in this text. I want you to try and use because to justify your response. And then I want you to decide whether you think this book is fiction or non-fiction and explain why. Pause the video now and talk to your adult at home. Using this prediction, I would now like you to read the blurb to the book. Discuss after you've read it whether your prediction has changed. Do you now think it's fiction or non-fiction, and what new clues do you have? And I want you to predict 3 challenges that Tom may face on the journey to find his father. So here's the blurb. When a famous explorer goes missing in the North Pole, his son, Tom, decides he must find him. And so on a daring adventure begins across the treacherous icy terrain of the North Pole. Will Tom be able to overcome the many challenges ahead and find his father? Pause the video now and have your discussions and come back once you're ready. Well done, Year 2. Fab discussions already, and I really love your predictions. So now it's time to start our book. When I am reading the story, there is going to be lots of drama and acting out. So I want you to pause the video and try and join in if you can. If you can't, I will give you suggestions of things you can do instead. So here goes. Here's the first page of our book. Tom's dad was a famous explorer. One morning, Tom went down to breakfast and he was shocked to see a picture of his dad on the front of the morning paper. Famous explorer is lost in North Pole. His dad had got lost while exploring the North Pole. Tom resolved there and then to go and rescue him. This is awful. Tom shouldn't be alone on this dangerous expedition. I think we should join him. Quickly go and put on all your winter clothes and come back so we can leave and start our adventure. We can't take too long, so be super quick. Pause the video and I'll see you soon. Off you go, explorers. Welcome back, explorers. I'm ready to go. I've got my hat, my scarf, and my gloves and my thick coat. I think I'm prepared. Let's go. Okay, let's go back to our story. So let's find out what Tom did next. First, he studied the world. What do you think he was looking for? And he looked at his globe of the world and found the North Pole. Then he brought a map so he could find his way there. I think it's time to go, travellers. Go and grab your bags and be ready for the next page. Well done, explorers. I hope you've got your bag. Let's find out what we need to do next. He packed his bag and set off on his adventure. Now, you are allowed to pack 4 of these items to take on the journey with you. You now need to tell your adult which items you're going to take. Remember, it's just 4, and the reason why you want to take those 4. Think carefully which ones will be most useful for your survival. Try to use the sentence, I would like to pack, and then give me a because to tell me why. For example, I would like to pack a tent in case it gets really cold and I have to stay warm overnight. Pause your video now and share these 4 things. If you have them in your house, you could pack them in your bag. But if you don't, write them on a piece of paper and put them in your bag, ready to use later, potentially. Pause the video now, decide on your items and come back when you're ready to go. I hope you've got your equipment, adventurers. I've decided to pack some matches so that I'm able to cook some food if I manage to catch it. I've also going to pack a tent. A bit like I said earlier, I think it's important that if we get stuck, we'll have somewhere that we can stay. I'm finally going to pack some flares. Now, flares are signals that you can put up into the sky to protect you, but also they scare off dangerous animals. I know there's lots of dangerous animals, so these might really help me. And I'm going to pack some food that I can cook. So I'm going to pop this in my bag as well. So my bag is packed. I'm dressed and ready to go. Let's go now. Okay, year 2, welcome back. Let's jump into our boat. And casting off, he set out into the big blue ocean. After sailing for many weeks, Tom knew he was close to the North Pole when gigantic icebergs appeared on the horizon. Have a look out for me, see if you can see those gigantic icebergs. Brilliant. As he sailed on, he saw lots of beautiful shapes in the ice. It was the most magical place he'd ever seen. But soon the ice got thicker and thicker till eventually the boat ran aground on the ice. Oh no, this is a bit nervy. We've run aground on the ice. Quickly tell your adult, how are you feeling? You can use the sentence on the board to help you. I am feeling because. Tell your adult now. There's some excellent emotions there, year 2, well done. So I am feeling extremely nervous because I don't know where to go from here. Maybe I'll grab my map and see if I can find my way. Fortunately, phew, Tom had a hot air balloon on board. Let's all jump on the hot air balloon. He pumped it full of hot air and soon it was ready to take off. He unhitched the rope and up it went. Let's go up, let's go up. Well done, year 2. Let's pretend we're in our balloon. We could look out. What can we see? Let's have a look. What can we see? And as night fell, the spectacular northern lights lit up the sky. Tom was amazed. Show your best amazed face. Look up. And again, tell your adult how you're feeling. How are you feeling now? I am feeling amazed because I have seen beautiful nature around me. Look at all those colours in the sky. Wow, lucky Tom getting to see that. But the balloon sailed too high and was hit by a passing satellite. Oh no, fall to the ground, fall to the ground. The balloon plummeted downwards. Ah! Tom was screaming with fright. Luckily, he had a parachute with him. Quickly, he put it on and jumped out. Quickly, put your parachute on and jump out of the balloon. Phew. That was a close shave, he thought, as the balloon crashed to the ground. But just at that moment, he landed on top of a very dangerous cliff. Undaunted, he sat on his coil of rope and slid all the way down. But just as he reached the bottom, he skidded into, oh dear. So firstly, we need to jump on our rope and we need to slide down the mountain really quickly. But when we get to the bottom, we're going to make another prediction. I think we've skidded into. What have we skidded into? And explain why. Turn to your parent now and tell them what you think we've skidded into. Well done, year 2, great predicting. Let's find out what we've skidded into. We've skidded into a giant walrus. Oh no. Quickly use an expanded noun phrase. Describe the walrus to your adults. For example, a large brown walrus or a sharp-toothed fat walrus. Do your best scared face and tell your parent now. Off you go. What great expanded noun phrases, year 2, well done. Let's have a look at our next page. Quickly, cross the ice, jump. Find 5 words that describe how we need to move. Tom ran away as fast as he could until he reached a dangerous river of broken ice. So he jumped, you need to jump, hopped, hop, skipped, bounded and leapt across the ice until he was safely on the other side. I'd like you to tell your parents the 5 words and show them the actions and move yourself across the ice. Off you go. Great, moving year 2. Let's find out. As Tom continued his journey, it started to snow heavily. The blizzard grew wilder still, so he decided to pitch his tents. I need you to pitch your tent for me. But the wind was too strong and his tent blew away. Oh no, quick, run after the tent, see if you can catch it. Fortunately, he spotted a small cave. He crept inside and was just settling down to have a rest when. So you've got yourself in your cave, creeping really quietly creeping. Sit yourself down and predict what happens next. Finish the sentence. I was just settling down to have a rest when. Tell your adult now. Welcome back, year 2. That is where we are stopping for today. That is our cliffhanger of the day. So you've got to remember this story, ready for Thursday's lesson, where we're going to find out what happens to Tom and to us on our journey to find Dad in the North Pole. I really hope you've enjoyed today's lesson, and I will see you on Thursday for the second part of the story. See you Thursday, year 2. Bye.